Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. It's so great to have you join us here today because we have an exciting show. We have royalty running all around us here in the Newport Richey area. It's going to be a lot of fun. And we also have someone that's going to be talking about some great things coming up in the West Pasco area. And if you've ever joined us with My Chamber TV before, you already know what we're all about. As we bring the community to you, we encourage you to join the Chamber because it's a great way to really step into your greatness when it comes to business and business development and finding out what's going on out in the community. So without further ado, I'm going to get started because we have several guests joining us today, including that royalty we'll talk about in just a moment. But I do want to introduce Jackie Eden. It's great to have you with us. Thank you for saying yes to coming on the show today. You've just taken a new position. I want to make sure I get this right. Business and Member Education.
Committee, yes.
Committee?
Yes.
Okay. So this is kind of new for you. And Jackie, bless her heart, she says, you know, this is a new position for me. I'm not 100% sure what we're doing, but you have a really great intention. You've got an idea on where you're going, right?
Definitely.
So can you give us a little sneak peeks on what's going to be coming up?
Absolutely. Well, thank you for having me today, and I'm very excited to be here. And what I'd like to share with you is that we are starting this committee, and it started from the Business Development Week. Everybody was energized and very excited that we had that week, and it was so successful. Membership really wanted to continue to have more training and more seminars. So this committee was developed so that we could do that. So we're going to start off with every second Tuesday of the month from 5:30 to 6:30 p.m. once a month. And then, for example, the first session that we're going to have is going to be building positive relationships through networking. And our first speaker is going to be Tina Marie Rossi from Dale Carnegie Training.
Nice.
And so we're very excited. That's going to be our first presenter. And then we'll continue having that once a month on that second Tuesday. The first couple of months will be in the evening, and then we're going to go ahead and start in the mornings once a month from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m.
Well, that's really nice. So you have it in the morning?
Yes, one in the morning and then one at night.
And that's really great. Now, is there a cost for that?
It's free for all the members. In the mornings, I think we're going to be having coffee and tea and water and donuts.
That's really fabulous.
Yeah.
I remember Business Development Week. In fact, we interviewed Jackie. Some of you had seen our little video clips, and we had such a blast. I was absolutely blown away with what they're doing up there. As I told Chip and Paul with West Pasco, that I raised my kids up in that neck of the woods, and it was a good little while ago, but I don't ever remember businesses coming together the way they do now. It's so fabulous the way everyone is engaged. They're all looking to achieve the same accomplishments, but finding different ways to really do their business, because from what I hear from all the chambers, business is not as usual as it once was. You know, you think you step into the business world, you go to college, you don't go to college, you go to business school or whatever, then you get out in that business world and it's either sink or swim. I mean, back in my days, it was just so different. Now, with all the Chamber of Commerce's and the extra added pluses that you guys do, it's really very, very rewarding and refreshing to see that no matter where you live, if you get involved with your chamber, if you get involved with your community, different charity events and things of that nature, it's fabulous. And then they have the young professionals like yourself,
yes,
that is really jumping in with both feet.
And that's a fun, fantastic group as well.
It is. So what made you get involved with all this?
Well, we had the Business Development Week committee, and they were so involved and engaged, and everybody pitched in to just make it such a wonderful week. I really wanted to continue that enthusiasm, so we continued on with this education committee, but we are looking for speakers, and we do have a lot of knowledgeable people in our area. So if you do have a passion towards a certain subject, go ahead and get in touch with me, and I will get you set up in the speaker series as well. We would love to have you, and we are always looking for more volunteers to help out. It's a very enthusiastic and engaged membership here at the West Pasco Chamber of Commerce. We're really excited.
And now, how long have you been with the West Pasco?
Well, I've only been about a year, so
that's
I dove
great,
right in. But they're just fun and very welcoming, and it makes you want to be around them and help out, and they do help you out in return as well.
That's fabulous. It's so good to see you getting engaged, as you say, because it does take that to make a successful business. Now, you know, they had the Chasco event, and we have the King and Queen that's going to be coming up, and I was just learning the story about what that whole legend was all about, so that's kind of fun too. And you know, they do so many different great events, West Pasco.
Yes, we have a lot of fun events, at least one major event a month, and you can really get involved in Sleek and Sexy. There's a lot of different ones each month. But come and join them. You really will have a great time and get that camaraderie, that networking, and it's genuine networking. It's not you're just going to see what you can get out of the group. It's just making those relationships happen where everybody can help each other out.
I was just going to ask you about that too, because as we were just saying, business isn't as usual, and it appears to me from all the interviews we've been doing in the year, we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary here at My Chamber TV, so thank you for all of your support and helping us build and grow our audience. But the one thing that we keep hearing over and over is business is just not as usual, but also people are getting more back to building those face-to-face relationships and really sitting down, making that eye contact and hooking up with people that they know, like, and trust, so that they can go back to them again and again and spread the referral business as well.
Absolutely.
It just seems to work that way as opposed to sending letters, emails, and I know that was the way in the past. We do have all the electronic devices and the social media and everything, but you know what? I can't apologize for my own feelings about sitting down with somebody and really getting to know them and know what their core is all about. I had a wonderful lunch yesterday with Jewel McKeon out of the Clearwater and the Palm Harbor Chamber, and we sat for an hour and just enjoyed each other's company, got to know one another better, and found out what we do in business, and it just is really. I'm going to see her tonight at a 7-chamber event to talk about what we're doing here at My Chamber TV and Drum Up Business, and I'm really looking forward to it. It just makes a big difference. I wanted to ask you too, give me some of your pointers if you can. You've been a member with the West Pasco for a year now. Give us some of the things, as such a young entrepreneur out there, what do you like about it? Just a few little talking points.
One of my favorites was the Young and Sleek and Sexy event. That's a nice group. They're fun, they're up-and-comers, so that was very interesting. I love the Chasco Coronation Ball. That was so much fun. So that was a lot of fun. What else? I just think I've enjoyed all the events I've gone to. I really have.
I can tell. I mean, you're smiling from ear to ear. It's great.
I'm looking at my calendar. Okay, what's next? What's next month?
See that? So you must have to plan your calendar out a good little ways in advance, too, so you can stay on top of everything.
Right. Well, first I put down my Chamber of Commerce events, and then my other priorities revolve around those events.
Mm-hmm. Very good. Very good. Well, it sounds like you're going to have your hands full moving forward.
I think so.
Yeah, exactly. So if anyone wants to contact Jackie, how do they get in touch with you? The best way to get in touch with you?
You can email me at Eden, EDENJ, @phsc.edu, and just send me some information if you're interested in being a speaker, or we are still looking for more members for that committee. If you'd like to be an active participant, please go ahead and contact me.
Very good. Well, I want to thank you for joining us. It looks like we have a break coming up here, and I hope you will come back.
Oh, I will anytime. Thank you.
All right. I want to hear more about what you have coming up. You stay right where you are, and we have more guests coming right back after these messages here at My Chamber TV.
The last several years have been confusing and trying for homeowners. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group was there before the housing crisis, during, and we are still here now advising people of their options and helping them choose the best financial solutions for their family. You do have options, and today's market promises lots of opportunities. We have found that there are a lot of questions out there and misinformation, and we want you to know we have answers. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group, providing solutions today for a better tomorrow.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now. I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Hi, I'm Derek Brooks, former linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. During my NFL career, I realized the importance of giving back and started my foundation, Derek Brooks Charities. We help Tampa Bay youth prepare for a successful life through our college prep and mentoring programs. Our goal is to see youth excel academically and develop strong characters and be better citizens for tomorrow. To further our mission, we've teamed up with Fun Night, a company that gives members access to thousands of nationwide discounts on products and services they buy every day. These include entertainment, retail purchases, dining, and travel. Best of all, 33% of every membership fee goes to the charity of your choice. We love being able to save our supporters money while giving them a unique opportunity to support our charitable work in the community. I invite you to consider using Fun Night to save money and give back to your favorite cause. Visit www.funnight.us to sign up now and get a free 30-day trial. Save money, help others with Fun Night, and support Derek Brooks Charities.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Hi everyone, welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I told you we had royalty coming on the show today, and royalty it is. We have Miss Jamie Mick coming back.
Hello.
How many times have you been here? You're like a plant here, for sure.
Well, you know, we're friends, and I come when you call.
I know. You do, every single time.
Anytime.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Yeah,
How fun.
Pretty overwhelming.
And you know, I was nuts. I told you before the show, I was so not surprised.
Oh, thank you
do
very much.
So much for this community. I mean, on Facebook, I see your name constantly, everywhere.
Thank you.
Honestly, and I told you one time, you made a big difference in my life with a few things that you said that just really touched my heart. And I thought, you know, Jamie, really, that is really powerful. And what it was you said you can't do things yourself, all by yourself, and you really needed the help. Yeah. And so this has all brought you to this. Let's give everybody the history, like you gave me before the show, because there's a little legendary story to all this.
Well, there's a fictitious legend about some Spaniards that came to the area, and they had two of the Spaniards, the Indians, basically they kidnapped them, and one was they crowned Queen Chasco, and one was Prince Pithla. and it actually was her cousin, and they then became part of the tribe and grew and basically lived there in the Newport Richey area with the American Indians. So that's the legend. That's not a true story.
Right.
But Chasko itself is really built around an opportunity for the not-for-profits in the West Pasco area to have an opportunity to have a large fundraiser. It's now a 9-day festival. It started out as just a 2-day festival and then grew to 11, and now we're at 9. And really it's about helping the not-for-profits to have an opportunity to, spread their wings, do some fundraising for their organizations that they might not get the audience they would get if they tried to do it on their own. And the Chasko Ball, which is sponsored by the Lighthouse for the Visually Impaired and Blind, is really an opportunity for those organizations to nominate a king and queen nominee that are 2 individuals from their organization that really have made an impact, that have really, made that organization maybe a better place or really spent a tremendous amount of time. And, sometimes those are people that we see in the community all the time.
Sure.
And sometimes those are people that are behind the scenes, diligently working, always just toiling away to make sure that things happen for that not-for-profit. And the ball is really an opportunity for those nominees to be thanked, highlighted, and really spotlighted about what the difference they've made in our community. Because in the end, there can only be one king and queen, but we've really tried to make that event, and I've been on that committee now for about 6 years. Tina Shelton, as you know, Tina, is the chairperson now of that. And she and I really worked together to try to, with the rest of the committee, to try to make that an event that was more about celebrating the nominees. Because again, we have sometimes, as many as 40 nominees.
Wow.
Yeah, that are nominated.
That's a lot.
So it's really, we have 250 to 350 people there at the ball. It's a time for us to get our dresses out and get all gussied up. And it's really a really nice event. It kind of kicks off Chasko.
Sure. And there's so much going on with that event.
Oh, yeah.
My goodness. They block off the streets. It is a really big deal.
Yeah, we have 2. We have a street parade the first Saturday, a boat parade the second Saturday, and then every night there's something going on in the park, and the park has a different theme every night. The Friday night, which was the first night in the park, was the Christian night. And normally the ball is that night, so I haven't been able to ever attend that. And I'll tell you what, there are some phenomenal Christian performers that we have in our community. They were just remarkable. And probably my other favorite was the night that they celebrated the kids, and all the kids came and performed.
Oh, I love that.
And you have some young ladies and gentlemen that are going to be really up-and-comers when it comes to performing and singing. They're phenomenal.
How fun.
Yeah.
How fun.
It was really...
So where do you go from here?
Well, now you're an ambassador. Tim, Cheryl, and I are ambassadors for the community. We'll go out and we'll attend different not-for-profit organizations' events, particularly with the Lighthouse and particularly with the Chamber, because the Chamber nominated both of us. So we'll be at the Chamber general membership meetings. We both are Rotarians, so we go to our Rotary events. And yesterday at my Rotary event, I was fined because I didn't wear my crown.
You were fined?
I was fined because I didn't have it on. So it's clear that when I go to my Rotary Club meeting each week, I need to wear my crown.
Oh, okay.
Even though I have a beautiful crown that I wear on my lapel, they want the real kahuna. So I will be bringing that. But as I say, have crown will travel. So we're ready to help anybody we can. And really to promote West Pasco. That's really what our job is now for the next year.
Well, that's fabulous because you're really drawing attention to what you're doing by doing this.
Oh, yeah. We actually had a king, Bob Memely, who wore his crown to Realtor Days on Federal Hill in Washington, D.C., and they thought he was a king, a real king.
Really?
Yeah. And there's a picture of him and Gus in Gus's office. They're at the Capitol building. So you can take it as far as you want to take it, but we're all about promoting. Obviously it's about promoting our community and helping those not-for-profits, and really in the end helping those folks that are less fortunate than us.
Absolutely, and we do have that in the community.
Yeah, we do.
I love the first Wednesday of every month is all about West Pasco, and of course
we appreciate that.
That's where we raise our family in West Pasco, even though we're in Pinellas right now. But there's a lot of warm places in my heart for West Pasco, and I say it's a small town with a big heart.
Oh, yeah.
It truly, truly is.
I've lived in lots of places since I left home in 1985, all up and down the eastern seaboard. And I can tell you that when I get a little emotional, because Newport Richey it's home. I've never lived in a community, and I've been involved in JCs and Chamber of Commerce's and Rotary. I've never lived in a community that is so giving as the one that we live in West Pasco.
That's so
truly
great.
is remarkable.
Yeah.
Other than my own hometown in Marquette, Michigan, hey Yoopers, I can't think of being anywhere else but here.
Well, that's so great, and it's great to have you in the community.
Thank you.
It's great to have you on the show and talk about excuse me, talk about different events that are coming up. Now, you've been on the Chamber show before. You know, we just celebrated our 1-year anniversary.
I know. I can't believe that. It seems like you just started.
It does. It seemed like maybe just a few months ago.
Yeah.
And so we're really excited about the way things have been going.
You've done an awesome job.
And
You've really become a staple when it really
it's
become a
getting
staple.
out there. It's really getting out there. And you've heard about our next show, which is BizMix.
Oh, yes, I have.
BizMix for businesses. And that was our trusty producer's idea to get out there in the community, bring the community in here.
Right.
It's just kind of like a niche thing, and it just matches up with what the chambers are doing, what you're doing, the charities. We always try to honor at the very least one charity per month, but we've had more than that because we could have My Chamber TV run all day long, really.
Well, and you guys have a pretty big heart. You and your producer are very, very generous with your time.
We do. We love what we do. You know, it's really great to give back into the community and not expecting anything in return and just really give from the heart. And I've learned that more so since I've been doing this show because of interviewing all the different charities when we did the last Dancing with the Local Stars.
Oh, sure.
And we had the Lighthouse for the Blind, we had the Rap House, the PACE, Center for PACE. And I went to visit some of these, and it really brings it all home to you. And you do embrace it, and it just makes me want to go more and more and more.
It's contagious.
Yeah. So anything else you want to share that's coming up, or how about your business?
Oh gosh, well, at Berkshire Hathaway, we have actually celebrated our 1-year anniversary of the conversion from Prudential to Uncle Warren's company, Berkshire Hathaway, and I work on the commercial division. So we're thriving there in Trinity, and of course, with our 23 offices in the Bay Area, we're doing pretty good. Business is good. Things are picking up. We're seeing a lot of activity both on the buying side as well as on the leasing side.
Love it. I've been hearing that.
We're encouraged by that. We're very encouraged by that. And you know, I love what I do. I love working with the people I work with. I work in a team environment where we're very much a team. And that's why I'm used to working in that kind of environment. Well, whether it's professionally or whether it's, you know, in the community.
But we need people.
We do need people, and the bottom line is last time I checked, there's no S painted on our chests, and together you can be so much more effective. And that's you know, Rotary is one of my biggest passions. That's why I became a Rotarian, was because through Rotary I could do so much more and make such a larger impact than I could try to do ever on my own.
Exactly.
And so you know, that's really become one of my passions in life.
Good for you.
Is to do that, and I think, you know, team environment is really important. So.
It is all about the team, and I tell you, if you don't have team members that back you up and support you, you're so right. It's difficult to get the job done. It is
kind of like dancing.
Oh, geez, don't get me started. I didn't even do my shameless plug.
Oh my goodness! Well, I opened the door for you.
Yes, you did. No, this is not a rerun from October of last year. Yes, I'm Dancing with the Local Stars with Palm Harbor now, upcoming in 2.5 weeks.
Well, you'll do well. You'll do well. You have a great great coach, a great partner with Misha. There at Arthur Murray Palm Harbor, and you know, you'll be fine. He's awesome.
I know.
He's awesome.
We're having a blast. I am getting my exercise with Misha.
I'm sure you are.
In fact, On the Ballroom Beat is going to be coming up at 5:30 with our dance school, Arthur Murray. And I believe what Lanya did, she's so creative, she put together behind the scenes. So that ought to be really interesting.
Lord, I hope there's no pictures of Maria and I on that one.
So that's going to be fun. It really is. Actually, the date is April 16th. It's over at Harbor Hall. Yes, I am asking for donations, and I will be very, very grateful because it goes to a wonderful chamber that's the Palm Harbor Chamber of Commerce.
Yeah.
They do fabulous things in the community. So, from one dancer to another, congratulations. I don't have royalty.
That's okay. I really appreciate it. And I appreciate you taking the time to have us all on. I really, really do.
Our pleasure.
It's truly a pleasure to be here, and I thank you very much.
Thank you, my dear, and we'll have you back again.
Sure.
Coming up after the break, we have the King. So we'll be right back.
The last several years have been confusing and trying for homeowners. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group was there before the housing crisis, during, and we are still here now advising people of their options and helping them choose the best financial solutions for their family. You do have options, and today's market promises lots of opportunities. We have found that there are a lot of questions out there and misinformation, and we want you to know we have answers. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group, providing solutions today for a better tomorrow.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. Gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now. I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Hi, I'm Derek Brooks, former linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. During my NFL career, I realized the importance of giving back and started my foundation, Derek Brooks Charities. We help Tampa Bay youth prepare for a successful life through our college prep and mentoring programs. Our goal is to see youth excel academically and develop strong characters and be better citizens for tomorrow. To further our mission, we've teamed up with Fun Night, a company that gives members access to thousands of nationwide discounts on products and services they buy every day. These include entertainment, retail purchases, dining, and travel. Best of all, 33% of every membership fee goes to the charity of your choice. We love being able to save our supporters money while giving them a unique opportunity to support our charitable work in the community. I invite you to consider using Fun Night to save money and give back to your favorite cause. Visit www.funnight.us to sign up now and get a free 30-day trial. Save money, help others with Fun Night, and support Derek Brooks Charities.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Hi, everyone. Welcome back into My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marville Kelly, and with me is the king now of Chasco. How exciting. Congratulations. This is Tim Sherrill. It's so great to have you with us, and Tim is also owner of Pit Boss Barbecue. Yum.
Thank you, Barbara.
How fun is this, right? Did you have any inkling that this was going to happen?
No, it was a surprise because everybody that's nominated definitely deserves it.
Right, and Jamie was talking about there was a lot of nominees.
I think we had 14 ladies and 12 gentlemen.
Wow, that is so. How did you end up getting involved with this?
Well, I just been in the area for quite some time, and just always try and help anybody that needs help or wants help. And I don't just like helping people that need it, and just it's kind of rolled over, and from the Lighthouse to the Rap House to Youth and Family. I mean, anybody that children mostly. I mean, and like Jamie reiterated, I mean, Rotary does a big part of it because our particular Rotary Club does things for children.
Wonderful.
And being in the area, seeing it grow. I've been in Newport since '69, so.
Since '69, and you came here when?
Moved to Clearwater in '66.
So you have been here a long,
Right.
long time.
Yeah.
So you really know all the communities around here like the back of your hand.
Yeah, I've been through it when there was nothing there.
Isn't that amazing? So the growth from the amount of time from when you originally came here up until now, I bet you could write a book on that.
Well, actually, we said at Pit Boss we should have started writing a short story back then because we had definitely had a movie.
Yeah. Oh, my goodness gracious. I mean, the growth and where you have your restaurants and everything. I mean, you can...
Yeah, Trinity was nothing out back when we went out there.
No.
And now Trinity is a major hub.
That's fabulous. That's really fabulous. So you have quite a little menu with the tastiest ooh la la barbecue. I kid you not.
Thank you.
I haven't had it in a little while since when I interviewed you at the Business Development Week over in West Pasco, the Verizon Center, wasn't it?
Correct, in February.
Yes. That was a great event.
It was very nice. Yes, the Chamber puts on a lot of nice events, and that's the West Pasco Chamber is a strong one. They do things. They try and if you're the members, they try and support the members. They keep you involved. I mean, as the Chamber says, they do everything for you. If you want to have it, they're there for you.
Yeah, they really are. Chip Wickmanowski and Paul Friedlander, the whole group, all you guys are just so amazing. And as I was saying earlier with Jamie, I've been here since, what did I say, 1984. And when we moved here in West Pasco, I mean, there was like one pizza place where you could get pizza. But I've noticed how the growth, but honestly, since I've been doing the Chamber show, I didn't realize how there's so much heart in people.
Right.
And West Pasco, it's just everybody that comes on here, and I can only imagine all the people that I haven't been able to have on just yet. And you guys just get out in the community, you make things happen, and you put your passion, you put your heart and soul into everything. I love it.
Right. I've always said Newport, people leave, but they always come back. It's like a magnet.
Really?
And you just, Newport, like home to a lot of people.
Right.
I have friends that were in town last week for Chasko from Alaska from Washington, and just they come back and they don't want to leave.
No kidding. That's what Jamie was saying too.
Right. Yeah, it's a fun town.
Did you raise a family up there?
I got two little boys. Well, they're 13 and 14, and they're both very good in school. They go to Seven Springs Middle School. One runs track, the other one's in football, and they're straight A students, so I got no qualms there.
Gee, I wonder why. Look at their dad. I don't know the other half of the parenting,
she's good.
But to get straight A's,
wife,
especially today, what an example you're setting for your family.
My wife definitely holds the stick in the family. I'm the softie. They come to me when they want something.
Is that so, right? Oh, that's adorable. Yeah. So do they get involved when you're out doing some of the charity events and everything?
They were with us in the boat parade this week. And then they both, when we do the Youth and Family and the Rap House, they'll come out and help me with that.
Yeah.
They're getting older now, so they're getting to be teenagers where they don't want to be with Mom and Dad as much.
Walk 12 paces behind, right? I remember those days.
Right.
Well, imagine the standards that you're setting for your kids. I mean, really, they're getting involved with this, and they're seeing what giving back to the community, that will be with them forever.
And we even did it with the schools. When they were in elementary schools, we give all the schools, or tried to, every elementary school, give them the cards for the free kids meals for their honor, because they give away monthly awards to the kids. And so you kind of, and teachers, you know, unfortunately they don't get what they deserve, so we try and help the teachers, and that's coming up here in the next few months because all the schools do things for the teachers, so we try and give gift certificates for the teachers to help them out. You know, it's, by being here, you kind of see how things go, and just, if you have it, you try and support them.
Absolutely, and the teachers have quite a job.
Yes, they
quite
do.
a job, but,
Yes, they do.
but they're the other half of raising the kids in school, making sure that, you know, they're on task with their grades and everything.
Right.
Both my kids, I raised my kids up there in Pasco years ago, and they both did very well. They're doing well today,
Right.
as, you know, grown men. And but I wish I would have been more involved. But those things weren't happening back then.
Right.
But this seems like it has just taken off such growth because of everybody's passion for it.
It is. And
It's contagious.
It is. It's very contagious. And there again, I mean, they're, like I said earlier, every nominee that was nominated this year, they all deserve it. And hopefully they will have a turn like I did and Jamie, because they'll never give up giving back to the community, because they all do. Every single nominee deserved it.
You know, that must be really difficult for voting,
Right.
because it's like the Dancing with the Local Stars. You know, it's about bringing as much revenue into the community, and with what you're doing, I mean, this is a little bit different, but kind of the same in a sense, where you're all working through different venues, whether it be donations, time commitment, dedication. I mean, that takes a lot of time and dedication.
Yes, and every nominee is nominated by a different nonprofit. So,
Oh, really?
It's several that's how you get to be a nominee. It has to be a nonprofit that nominates you.
So
And, so I mean, they're all recognized, and like I said, I was surprised. I was shocked, really. There was a few other people I thought would be before me, but I'm very honored, and hope to fulfill my duties fully for everybody that expect out of me.
Well, I'm sure you're going to wear that crown well.
Yes.
So where do you go from here then?
Well, it kind of eases up now. The last couple of weeks, Jamie and I have both been very busy, so that's a word of warning to the nominee that's going to be next year's King and Queen. You better set aside that week of Chasco, because they keep you running. But it's an honor. It really is. And so we're here to represent the Chamber and the community and the Lighthouse.
So will you and Jamie kind of work in tandem with one another with different projects? Do you work separately?
Well,
how does that go?
As many as we can be together, we will be. There will be times when she won't be able to make it, or I won't be able to make it, but one of us will do our best to be there.
I see.
And like she said, we're both nominated by the West Pasco Chamber, so the Chamber events will do our best to be there. And of course the Lighthouse, because the ball is for the Lighthouse. So those are the two main organizations you try and help out. We have one coming up next week with the Pasco Kids Healthy Families, that they're having their graduation, so we'll be there for them. So, and the nonprofits kind of give you a couple week notice so you can get it in your schedule.
Perfect.
So you just do your best to do it.
So it's not like you're going to find ways to go out there. They're going to find you.
They're going to find us.
Well, that's really pretty easy.
Right.
I mean, well, good for you.
Yes.
I'm so glad I had a chance to talk with you,
thank you,
and
Barbara.
congratulate you,
Thank you very much.
and all that. So we'll have to have you back again and see what else is
Sure.
happening.
Yes.
And good luck to you.
Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Barbara.
And thank you for joining us. And again, stick around because we have more coming up. We have another special guest, all VIPs today at My Chamber TV. We'll be right back after these messages. Don't go anywhere, okay?
The last several years have been confusing and trying for homeowners. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group was there before the housing crisis, during, and we are still here now advising people of their options and helping them choose the best financial solutions for their family. You do have options, and today's market promises lots of opportunities. We have found that there are a lot of questions out there and misinformation, and we want you to know we have answers. Advisors Mortgage and Financial Group, providing solutions today for a better tomorrow.
This is one bee that loves going to the dentist because it's made for you and me.
My name is Dr. Becerra from New Tampa Pediatric Dental, providing a comfortable atmosphere in early dental care. gives kids a great start for healthy teeth and gums for life.
When I go to Dr. B, they don't do anything to hurt you.
I used to be afraid, but I'm not now. I'm not afraid of the dentist anymore. I love to see Dr. B.
Call New Tampa Pediatric Dental today.
Hi, I'm Derek Brooks, former linebacker for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. During my NFL career, I realized the importance of giving back and started my foundation, Derek Brooks Charities. We help Tampa Bay youth prepare for a successful life through our college prep and mentoring programs. Our goal is to see youth excel academically and develop strong characters and be better citizens for tomorrow. To further our mission, we've teamed up with Fun Night, a company that gives members access to thousands of nationwide discounts on products and services they buy every day. These include entertainment, retail purchases, dining, and travel. Best of all, 33% of every membership fee goes to the charity of your choice. We love being able to save our supporters money while giving them a unique opportunity to support our charitable work in the community. I invite you to consider using Fun Night to save money and give back to your favorite cause. Visit www.funnight.us to sign up now and get a free 30-day trial. Save money, help others with Fun Night, and support Derek Brooks Charities.
Everyone's story is different, so why be limited to just one or two options? With Norcom's Norflex Home Loan, you're given the flexibility to tell your story. Pick your terms from 8 to 30 years, all while maintaining a low, fixed mortgage rate. You can pay off your loan more quickly or choose a term based on your budget and timeline. Whatever you do with the Norflex Home Loan, make it part of your financial plan. Norflex. Short-term, long-term, your terms. Apply online at norcommortgage.com.
Revolutionary in his field, Dr. Bonatti created, perfected, and patented the Bonatti spine procedures. Using his genius, Bonatti invented precise tools necessary to minimize surgery, scarring, anesthesia, and recovery. So successful are the Bonatti spine procedures, they consistently reflect over 94% patient satisfaction. 45,000 successful procedures have been performed exclusively at our location. Nearly half our patients suffer from failed back and neck surgeries at other facilities. Bonatti succeeds where others fail.
Hi everyone, welcome back again to My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community. I'm your host, Barbara Marvel Kelly. With me is Mario Iuzzoni.
That's correct, Barbara.
I got it. All right. And you happen to be a major player up in West Pasco with the economic business development, and you make things happen for businesses up there, don't you?
Yes, for the city of Newport Richey. I'm the economic development director, and I've been there about a year and a quarter, and you know, we're trying to make things happen to make Newport Richey a very much walkable, workable, bikeable downtown. And so my job pretty much is to try to bring investment capital to the city, you know, for the purposes of developing, you know, the city as a whole, and to make it, you know, and to improve the quality of life for its citizens.
Well, you know, that, as I was saying earlier through the whole show, I raised my family up in that neck of the woods, but it was at a time where we needed this way back then. So congratulations. And you've already developed some of the businesses up there in that main strip.
Absolutely. In fact, I've been in business development for many years at the University of South Florida. I worked with a small business development center, so I was really familiar with the West Pasco Chamber and all the chambers throughout the region before I even came to town. And the first thing I did was start what was called the Smart Start Business Incubator with Pasco County Economic Development.
I love that.
To bring education to downtown,
yes,
and to tell the citizens that we're serious about having businesses in town. And also we're working that whole trend of living and working downtown. And then perhaps the most recent thing is actually the restoration of the Hacienda Hotel.
That's a biggie.
That's huge, and I didn't realize how beautiful that property was until I got inside, until I started working with what I want to think of 3 of the state's premier architects on that property. And the purpose is to restore that property back to the original hotel it was in 1927. It's an amazing piece of property that's going to yield dividends for the city itself.
That's going to be quite an accomplishment.
Well, thank you very much.
I have not been there yet. Shame on me, but I will get there. But tell me about this Dulcet restaurant. That's really something.
You know, sometimes entrepreneurs see things in the marketplace that nobody else sees. And the owners of Dulcet came to us about 9 months ago and says, we see that there's an advantage for people who are looking for a very high-end restaurant in Pasco County, because a lot of them have to drive to Tampa to deal with the traffic and congestion. And when they started looking around at the West Pasco area and the beautiful city Newport Richey is, they decided to purchase a building and have done an extremely high-end restaurant. And you know, because there was no such place at all. And Nelson, who we've met the owner very many times, has opened what's truly a really beautiful restaurant.
Well, I can't wait to go and check that out. So it's like just expanding it into a very high-end area to not only work or have a business, but also to live around that area, because there's many areas, beautiful areas, the river up there on the river. I mean, it's just beautiful.
You know, I ride my bike around the town all the time now, and I just see so many. You know, you can always focus on the challenge that you have, but when you begin to really engage yourself into the city, you begin to realize that there are a lot of people that have known that Newport Richey is a beautiful place to live for a very long time. And one of the things that we're doing specific in Newport Richey is what we call an urban core analysis, because the trend with millennials is to come to these small little downtowns, kind of shut up shop, live in rather small places, but then to begin to participate with the community. You know, they love coffee shops. You know, they love to work online and build their businesses online. And there's 2 specific pieces of property that we're really trying to activate. One is what we call the Baptist Church property that the city has been vacant for many years. And we want to bring a residential product to that area where these millennials can kind of nest or root themselves. And also is the project we call Main Street Landing, which was started back in 2004. But when the collapse happened, that project stalled. So we've been working very hard to try to revitalize that. And we believe that 2015 is a great year where we can activate that project again.
Main Street Landing?
Yeah, Main Street Landing is the shell building that you see right on the Cody River there.
Oh, okay. I know exactly where it is.
It was stalled for many years because, you know, the timing with it wasn't really good. And but now with the way that the Tampa Bay is blossoming and beginning to hook up to the city of Newport Richey, we believe that we can activate that project again and get it moving.
So you basically, your position is really putting people together, connecting the county, the city, with people that want to do their thing.
Absolutely. My role is to basically be by the phone. So if anybody's interested in some of the assets the city have or its attributes, is to help facilitate that process, which is what we did with the Hacienda. Which is what we're doing with Main Street Landing. And even the south of town where the community hospital is, that's a project that we're looking very closely at and hope to engage development there, because as you move, it's just like California, as you get closer and closer to the coast, you have higher density. You have the same thing in Pasco County. As you get closer and closer to the Cody River and the Gulf of Mexico, you have a lot of density, a lot of demand. So there's a lot of opportunity for entrepreneurs that want to come to Newport Richey and seek the opportunities that are available to them. My job is to facilitate that for them, so it makes it much easier, because it's challenging running a business these days.
Oh, absolutely. And I say this through all of our shows, that business is not as usual as it used to be, and people are stepping out of the box with different ways to run their business and learning. I love the fact that we're doing so much education in the West Pasco area with what our previous guest was talking about. And actually, just about every guest talks about that. That Business Development Week, I was just amazed at all the people that participated in that. My Chamber TV were up there and doing interviews. It was really, really fabulous. So what is your biggest project right now that you're working on?
Oh my gosh.
Or do you have several?
I like to view my projects as big and small.
Big and small.
And right now, we are working on the $1 million architectural grant for the Hacienda to stabilize that building, protect it for a rather long period of time.
Okay, I think we have a video on that?
Yes, we do.
Yes, we do.
Actually,
there it is, right behind us.
It was done by, we have a little tech cluster beginning to take shape in Newport Richey, right around the incubator. We have 7 tech businesses there right now. And I'm really excited about the energy, and this video was a product of some of the energy, particularly one company called Brilliant Factory. It always amazes me the people I kind of run into in Newport Richey. These are professionals out of the movie industry in Los Angeles.
Wow.
That have been living in Newport Richey, Ann and Jeff, since 1990, and they are just so incredibly talented. And again, that's what my job is in Newport Richey, to free up those resources. And they did this really great video that's out there that really kind of tells the true story of Newport Richey.
Okay, you want to shoot it?
Everyone can feel it. The crackle of energy in the air, a community coming together. The city of Newport Richey is under new management, and Pasco County has a mandate for progress and economic development. The key to its future lies in its past. With a rich history of pioneering spirit and entrepreneurial zest, Newport Richey is reigniting local business and fostering job creation. New shops, restaurants, and attractions are opening on Main Street, and the Smart Start Business Incubator is buzzing with activity. A century ago, a tiny town sprouted along the banks of the Cody River and quickly grew into a booming resort village and getaway hotspot for the rich and famous, charmed by the tropical ambiance. The Jazz Age and the Florida land boom of the 1920s fueled the flow of tourists and speculators. Newport Richey became known as the Hollywood of the East. The jewel in its crown, the Hacienda Hotel, now listed in the National Register of Historic Places. Designed by renowned architect Thomas Reed Martin, it is a pristine example of the Spanish influence on Florida design with a fanciful architectural flavor. Silent film stars Gloria Swanson, Ed Wynn, and Thomas Mann, legendary businessman Joseph Kennedy Sr., and other famous politicians, sports figures, writers, actors, and musicians of the time formed a community around the Hacienda, a home away from home where they could escape the flashbulbs of the paparazzi in Hollywood and New York. Weathering many an economic storm over the decades, the Hacienda Hotel is both a symbol of the city's resilience and a beacon of its future. Today, this great lady is on her way to a new life as a classic luxury hotel, an exclusive spa, or modern condominiums with historic flair. You can be a part of history. You can be a part of the future. Call Mario Iazzoni, Economic Development Director, at 727-853-1019.
Wow, hope you enjoyed that as I did. That is fabulous, Mario.
That's a great video that Brilliant Factory did for us, and we really appreciate their effort. And that's just a small example of what some of the new entrepreneurs in Newport Richey are doing.
You must be really proud. This is like a baby being born. I mean, seriously, from starting to developing this into such a magnificent project.
Well, I've owned a couple businesses in my life, and I thought that nothing would be harder than that. Mm-hmm. And this job is very challenging, and but the city manager, who's very talented, and the team that the city has, I'm very confident that you're going to see some really great things for Newport Richey going forward in time.
What are some of the key components that you can share with people? Because we want to bring more people into the West Pasco area, especially Newport Richey, because that town, I mean, it's been a little while since I've been up there, but it's improved so much from when I lived up there.
It's the city's attributes itself. You have the Cody River with direct access to the Gulf of Mexico. What people didn't realize, I've been coming here for nearly 20 years. We have an 80-acre wildlife preserve in town. It's just like going to a Tarzan movie. People didn't realize it existed. And so it's got some really great assets for young individuals who like an affordable setting, and even empty nesters who want to kind of downsize. And there's just so many different things to do in terms of accessing the Gulf of Mexico, kayaking, the Great Preserve. You know, when you begin to look at Newport Richey kind of going forward in time, you begin to realize that's a really comfortable setting, and it blends well with people that kind of want to have nice businesses also.
Exactly. That's just fabulous. Well, I can tell you're excited with all the things that you're doing up there, and we're excited to have you come on My Chamber TV. What do you think of our show?
I love this show. I love the setting. You know, I'm a big fan of it, and I'm a big fan of Chamber of Commerce's. West Pasco Chamber of Commerce has really impressed me in terms of the size of the membership, and Chip and Paul are just really great to work with in a day. You know, they're part of all the individuals that are dedicated to assisting us with the city.
That's nice when everybody can work with one another. And as we were talking with Jamie and the others, it's such a team effort to get things done. We can't do it all ourselves.
Right, and we haven't lost that small town feel, because you begin to see people that you know, and that's really what I like about the setting of Newport Richey.
Me too. Me too. Running into people, running into the coffee shop, and I love the way you described it. It's so inviting, and you just make it really compelling. And I'm sure just by hearing about the Newport Richey area and what's happening there, don't you want to go and see what's going on? I know I do. I'm definitely going to come up there and tour the hacienda.
Well, it's kind of funny because we have actually somebody that's doing some of the work in the big projects in Tampa that is providing a lot of advice on our downtown, and they saw the Grand Boulevard. Says, Mary, you know that's your restaurant district, because we have the Megan Theater there, which is really like going to a Broadway theater. And there's just so much to do and so much opportunity. And I really like the downtown setting with the different bars and different restaurants. And I generally believe that, you know, as the city begins to nurture itself, you know, it's just going to be like Winter Park, just a really beautiful place to be all the time.
It is, and it is now, but it's just going to get better and better. And I'm going to take you up on that offer and go for a tour, because I can't wait. It's just so exciting. Well, I want to thank you for joining us on My Chamber TV, and hope to have you back again and try to keep up with you if we can.
Thank you so much, and I hopefully we'll have some even better news when I come back.
Good. Well, thank you.
Thank you so much.
Good luck.
Okay.
And thanks for joining us at My Chamber TV. Stick around, because at 5:30, Ballroom Beat is coming up with Lonnie Berger from Arthur Murray. We're right here, and we air from Tampa Bay Multimedia, and our whole process here is through WeBeam TV. We are going to have more shows coming up. Get a hold of us if you would like to be a guest on our show. I'm your host, Barbara Marvel. Thanks for joining us on My Chamber TV, the heartbeat of our community.